Stories brought to us from WFAA.com. Out of Tejas, Texas, a Fort Worth police officer was arrested Monday morning in a domestic violence incident, according to the Saginaw Police Department. Now, Saginaw police said that approximately 3:30 a.m. on Monday, officers responded to the 1100 block of Park Hill Avenue for a domestic violence report. Police said when they got to the scene, they found a woman standing outside who was upset and reported she had been assaulted by her husband. Who's her husband? You're about to find out. Saginaw police said that after conducting interviews with those involved in the incident, officers arrested Derek Maley, who is a Fort Worth police officer. Surprise, surprise, surprise. No, I'm not surprised. Maley faces a charge of suspicion of assault, bodily injury to a female member. Boy, that was hard to get out. The Fort Worth Police Department said after learning about Maley's arrest, it began an administrative investigation and placed him on restricted duty and stripped him of all police powers pending the outcome of the criminal and administrative investigations. Or we could say the administrative justification, right? Always. By the way, I made a complaint on some local deputies. I will let you know the outcome of that, as well as I'll let you hear the actual complaint that I made. I'm going to give it a little bit of time, though. This is a chess match, and I'm going to just kind of see what move they make. I've already put my knight out there, my rook, and my pawns, and I'm going to see what move the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department makes. But I just wanted to give you that heads up that stay tuned for that I'm going to read my complaint to you. Not yet. It's coming. And then I will, as soon as they respond, if they ever do, I'll let you know what the disposition is of that complaint. As well as my arrest video. I'm going to let you see that video as well. I'm holding that video back right now. Again, it's a chess game. And I want those police officers to write their narratives based on what they think happened. And then I'll give them the narrative of what actually happened based on the video evidence that I have. The video evidence that they deleted. That I had to pull out of my deleted albums folder and put back into my photo album. Because it has to be manually deleted to end up in the deleted items folder. And they had control of my phone. I don't know. I digress. Moving on. Squirrel. You know, I just get so distracted. Okay, so moving on. The Fort Worth Police Department said in a statement, the Fort Worth Police Department holds its officers to a high standard on and off duty and does not tolerate criminal misconduct or unethical behavior. Therefore, a thorough investigation to collect and review the facts and the circumstances of these allegations will be conducted. They always say that. That's a canned statement. We hold our officers to a higher standard, and we do not tolerate misconduct. But when it happens, you justify it. Well, the guy was uncooperative, you know, so the cop had to punch him while he was handcuffed. I'm not talking about this incident. I'm just saying in general, that was just a hypothetical. But in general, when something happens, they go, you know, they try to spin it and say, well, it's that guy's fault. You know, it's like when we record the police, they say, you're trying to make me look bad. It's not my fault if you look bad. I'm just holding the camera. If you act like a dumbass on camera, that's your fault. Yes, I posted, but it's your fault. Moving on. Boy, there's a lot of sidebars here, huh? I don't know. Officer Maley has been with the department for 1 year and was assigned to the patrol bureau at the time of his arrest, police said. Maley marks the fourth Fort Worth police officer arrested in domestic violence incidents since May of this year, according to WFAA. What is going on in Fort Worth? Y'all are just a bunch of spouse beaters. Hopefully not child beaters. Hopefully it's not your kids that you're beating, but the fourth police officer out of Fort Worth, domestic violence. An officer was arrested in Colorado in May. Another was arrested in Tarrant County in June, then later fired in October. And one was arrested in Azle in August, or is that Asley? I don't know. In August for an incident that occurred in 2021. These are all Fort Worth cops. And that's interesting. The one Fort Worth cop was arrested in Colorado. Ah! I don't know what I was trying to say there. Look, guys, the bottom line here is, I mean, you get these police officers, 4 out of 1 police department, domestic violence. You know, there has to be some, I mean, this is just one police department. How many police departments and sheriff's departments do we have in the total United States? So what I'm trying to say is, you know, you ever see that commercial? He told 2 friends, and each of them told 2 friends, and each of them told 2 friends. Remember that commercial? And it all of a sudden it's full of people on the screen. That's kind of like this. You know, as you look across the nation, we see these police officers that are just doing this stuff, and yet they're allowed to walk around with a gun, a taser, and a baton, and pepper spray. And they can use them and say, hey, so what happened? I'm writing the narrative. Yep, my word against yours. Yeah, unless I get the video and put it in my hidden albums folder and save it as evidence that it should have been in the first place.